How are you? How are you and you and you and you? Welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. This is Jim Masters. Did you like that little entrance? I'll step out so you can see the set. Look at that. Is that not cool what we've done? There's like 15 candles. I think we need one more and then we can play the song 16 Candles. Isn't that cool? Only the best for you guys. So a little entrance there coming in and the lights going on, and welcome to the show. It is Saturday night, so you know what that means. It's time for some levity, loveity, whatever you want to call it. You know, I posted on Facebook that we wanted to include the E. And you know what happened? Everybody said the E, even though it's not quote unquote grammatically correct to have Loveity. You guys love this special word that I created out of the blue, and you said keep levity. So you know what? We're going to keep levity, and it's ours. And you know what? The way the world is so wacky these days and anything goes, somehow I think levity through the Jim Master Show Live is going to go viral. And I think that's amazing. And you guys are the ones who are making that happen. You know, I could have just said, hey, let's use levity. Let's not use levity. But I wanted you guys to determine whether or not we should use that word levity, Loveity. So last night when the incredible Broadway and television and film actor Lance Roberts was on the show, he was amazing. Wasn't he great? Terrific guest, terrific person to have on the show, dear friend. We loved having him on the show. Let me move this around a little bit here. Wow, geez. What has happened? Are we on a cruise ship? Did we hit a wave? There you go. It's Saturday night. It is you and me, and it's levity. We're going to do our viewer of the week. It's been a while since we've done the viewer of the week. And I said, you know what? We have to do the viewer of the week tonight. We must do it because it's been a while, and it's important that we do the viewer of the week. And I want to celebrate you guys. So what are you watching right now? If you're just watching around the world, you're like, what am I watching right now? You're watching the Jim Masters Show Live. I've done this kind of work for many years on television, on PBS, on iHeartRadio, network, local television, radio, network television, radio, newspapers, writer, producer, host, MC, personality. I've pretty much done it all. 10 weeks ago, we're on the cusp of 11 weeks. We created this show. And out of creating this show, I've met so many beautiful, wonderful people. And many of you are watching right now. Now, if you've already got a gist of who I am and my personality, and through some of the guests that we've had on thus far, you know that having an opportunity to meet you guys through this venue of creating a home studio here and welcome you into the home studio and doing this show virtually just about, there's only maybe one or two times we didn't do the show because there was we wanted to spend some time with family, or this past week we were upgrading our system, which is pretty cool, isn't it? We've upgraded the system. Now I'm nice and clear. I'm not fuzzy. But it's cool that we spent the time and the initiative to upgrade the system so soon because I want to create something really special for you. So this is an entertainment lifestyle talk show series. It's blending some of my professional work in television and radio and on stage and various forms of media, along with the opportunity to do this here in the home studio environment. So we're nice and casual today. It's Saturday. We don't have a disco ball going because a lot of people wrote to me last night and they said they like the candles. And I'll show you again. I'll step out in case you're just joining in. Looks pretty cool, huh? So we got all the candles lit up for you. That's new. It's part of the tweaking of our set. We've got our logo there, the Jim Masters Show Live. Just so you know, for you guys around the world who are really beautiful, fabulous, loving, soulful people, all of you, because some of you write to me all day long. You text me, you Facebook me, you email me, you follow me on Instagram. I've done this work for so many years, but in the 10 weeks time that I've done this show, I've been actually extremely moved by the reaction that's been happening here. It's incredible. And I don't know if it's because we're going through what we're going through as a society, where we need inspiration, we need some positivity, we need some levity. We need to get away from the chaos of the breaking news and the sadness of the reality of what's really happening in our world, not just in the United States, but in our world collectively. Maybe some of it is a little of that. You're craving for this kind of feeling that you get from this show. But also, I think it's the fact that we're here together. And, a lot of people don't do shows, and you see some of the guests' reactions. They don't do shows 7 nights a week. They have weekends off, or they have Tuesday off, or Monday, or whatever. But when I came out of the gate, I wanted to do it 7 nights a week because I wanted to really engage with as many people as possible and really roll out for you guys what this whole experience of the Jim Masters Show Live is all about. And it is about light and levity and love. It's about great guests, celebrity guests who are friends of mine. It's about music and food and entertainment and some really inspiring conversations. We've had scientists and health and wellness people on the show. We've had food experts on the show. We've had just about everybody from every category you can think of on this show, because again, it's a full circle entertainment lifestyle talk show series. So I'm so happy that you guys are here today. It's Saturday night. That means Loveity, and it's us. Now we're going to take you on location too. We haven't done that in a while either, and it's about time I take you on location, because again, this show isn't just about great friends of mine in television and film and music and all these great genres who are celebrity guests. And it isn't just about, showing slides or something. It's about interactivity. It's about being live here right now in this truly historic time in our lives, and to use this venue of the internet to come into your life and to say, hi, how are you? How are you doing today? I'm doing well. It's a beautiful day here, sort of high temperatures in the 90s, a beautiful day along the coast. We have wonderful guests that are coming up throughout the week. I've been so busy. I go to bed like 4 o'clock in the morning lately, putting these shows together, and wake up around 7, I think. It's just because the show is only 10 weeks old. So I'm really, I'm using all of the, I'd say the passion, the enthusiasm, and the stamina that I've always spent on my years in network and local television and radio and on stage. And I'm pouring it right now into this show, from the technical aspects of our set and the lighting and all these cool things we've got going on. And there'll be more. Don't worry, we've got a lot more cool things happening. But we're booked with guests all the way till mid-September. I just can't believe that. That's like every night. Tomorrow night, we have a legendary comedian coming on the show, Tom Dreesen. If you just Google that name, you'll see what I'm talking about. He's been around for 50 years. He's been on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. He's been on every talk show you can think of. He's extraordinary. He's hilarious. He's a legend in comedy. And he's here tomorrow night, Sunday, July 19th, July 18th, that is. I just can't believe that. Well, no, it is. No, I'm looking. You know what it is? I'm looking at the time. It says 7:17. It's 7:17 p.m. Eastern. It's July 18th. He's here tomorrow, which is July 19th. But if you're watching this in the archives on YouTube, that doesn't matter, because you might watch this in 2023. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, just follow the trajectory of these shows. A lot of people are telling me they sometimes, if they can't catch it live, they watch it on YouTube. Jim Masters TV is the location. If you want to watch any of the past episodes on YouTube, you can do that. And some people are binge watching. They watch a little bit of the show, and then, something happens in their life and they want to watch the rest of it because they're so enamored by whatever's going on, which I really appreciate. So you can see every episode, all the episodes that you'd like. This hair is getting really long. I haven't been to the, how about you? I haven't been to the hair salon since March. I've been out. Yes, I've been out. I've done TV shoots. I've been out, along the coast. We haven't seen family. I have cousins that are like 30 minutes from here. And, nobody's been getting together because of what's going on. We have family all over, the country and in Canada, and we haven't been able to see anybody because of what's going on. So the hair is very long. You probably see some pictures that I've posted on Facebook where the hair is a lot shorter. It's very long hair. So what the heck? It's summertime. It is time to welcome our faithful audience as we have Light and Levity and Loveity coming up for you here right now. I see a lot of comments coming in. You got your cut. Well, you know what it is? I see who got that. I got mine cut yesterday. What I'll do is there's so many comments here. I'm going to scroll through them chronologically. Welcome to the show. This is live. We are an entertainment lifestyle talk show series. We've got a lot of cool things happening here. Ripper of a time, Loveity time, Willie. Hello, here I am again. I'm glad that I contact with your show. Now, you saw me post, and you guys probably, if you follow me on Facebook at Jim Masters TV, you probably saw the mask that I was wearing, that denim mask, which was sent to me by a New York City, a very talented New York City designer, Conchita Vitale. She's going to be very soon a guest on the show. So what I'm going to do is, as opposed to spending all the time on that mask right now, I'm going to wait because she's going to be actually on the show. The designer of the mask that you saw me wearing when we were walking along the coast, that nice denim mask. It's on the Facebook page at Jim Masters TV. You saw me wearing that. We were going to talk about it tonight, but I'm going to wait because I'd rather have it when she's on the show. The actual designer's going to be on the show. So a couple of people said, oh, is that just, they're looking for sales? And no, you know what they did? You know what that company, it's called Soho, SEWHO. They don't make masks normally. She's a fashion designer. She does fabrics and clothing and so much more. And out of the result of the pandemic and everything that's been going on in our lives, she switched gears. And she's a small company, but she's an award-winning, renowned fashion designer. She switched gears and she immediately started making masks for the hospitals in New York City because they had a shortage, for the multi-bed hospitals as well, and donated them all. She donated these beautiful masks to help others. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So that mask that you saw me wearing on Facebook today was gifted to me from the designer. She's going to be a guest on the show. So I'm going to have her on and we'll talk about it. And maybe you can learn more about maybe how you can get one of them. And again, she's doing it to help others. So I go back to Willie, who's in Holland. And of course, we always do our usual flowers for Willie. Good to see you, Willie. I know you've been sort of on vacation. You've been traveling. She's in Holland, in the Netherlands. And she told me earlier she was going to take a nap so she could wake up for the show. Because right now it's like 22 after 1 a.m. in Holland, in the Netherlands. So good to see you, lovely Willie. And it looks like you're surrounded by, well, I know I'm looking here and on your screen, it's over here, but on my screen, everything's reversed. But you're watching on YouTube at the Jim Masters TV channel, and I see flowers and all around you. I saw that luggage. You showed me a picture of your just a luggage. You showed the mask. It looked like you were on the train with the mask. And I posted the mask picture, and then you posted a picture. And thank you for doing that, Willie. We appreciate that. And hope your day is going well. Hope you've enjoyed your time away. Kathleen smiles. Good to see you, Kathleen. You and I texted like 10 minutes ago. And Merlin, Merlin, I love having you on this show all the time. You're always here. You're always here religiously and loyally, faithfully. You're always here, and you're there in Innerkip, Ontario, Canada. And I think it's a blessing that you're there. Our beautiful country to the north of us here. Again, for people that are watching, this show originates from the United States, from just outside the greater New York City area between New York and Boston, along the southern New England coastline. And we have a lot of family in Canada on my mother's side that's in the New Brunswick and Nova Scotia area. So it's really nice to see you always appear there and all your comments, not just during the show, but for those of you that are watching and discovering the show for the first time, maybe you're watching later on, because we're live right now when this is being filmed or recorded. But a lot of people watch this later on. We have people that are with us every single night. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. And Merlin is one of those people, and Kathleen is as well in New York City. I hope your mom's doing well. Love to your mom. You know, you and I have been talking about your mother, and I hope she's doing well. You know, I really hope that everything turns out well. Keep me posted. And you and I were talking about how we like to hang out and get together, and we haven't been able to do that, Kathleen. So hopefully we'll do it real soon. And Renee, happy Saturday, everyone. Good to see you there. You know what? I've seen you posting late into the night, Renee. I think you're like me. I don't think you sleep either. I think you are up, whether it's my page or Paul's page or what have you. You're there, and your instant response. I think that you have a twin or a clone. I think that you are nocturnal as well, and that you're up wee hours of the morning as well. But it's always good to see you. And you know what we had today? We had butter and sugar corn with some nice chicken and biscuits today for dinner. Just cleared that out before we went live on the show. And I was thinking of you as I was having that sweet corn, because you've been mentioning sweet corn on the show here. And I think as opposed to calling it butter and sugar, you call it cream and sugar. I think is that what you say in Iowa? Cream it's either cream and butter or it's cream and sugar. Remind me of what that is, but I'm sure in Iowa it's terrific. Hope you guys are doing okay in Iowa, because I know with what's going on, Iowa is one of those states where it's a little tricky right now. So I hope you guys are doing well in Iowa. And Renee, always love seeing you here. You're always so loyal and faithful. Believe me, you know, as a host who might be a very busy person, I see all the messages, I see all the texts, I see all the comments. And I love to show the guests the comments too. I know you guys like when I show your comments to the guests, but the guests also love it too. Because usually after we wrap up an interview with one of our celebrity guest friends, they and I talk after the show, and they love it. Because we have some in-depth conversations that go on for pretty long time, and they don't get that time anywhere else, really. People give them a half hour, 40 minutes, 10 minutes. So to give them the amount of time they've been getting, they've been bowled over by that. Maybe that's why we're booked all the way till mid-September with extraordinary guests. But you guys have just been terrific with your comments and your love for the guests and your love for the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing the links. Thank you for all the constant messages of love and support. I see everything. And thanks for sharing the links. Some of you have had those Facebook watch parties. Some of you have been binge watching on YouTube with the Jim Masters channel. That means a lot. That helps this continue to grow. Again, I do this professionally, but this is something we launched 10 weeks ago. So, we'll see what happens. It's up to you guys. If you want this to continue, I will do it and sort of blend it in with my crazy schedule with my professional work. But I will do it because I love talking to all of you. And what's cool about this night? Tonight, it's just us. It's you and me. So you post whatever you want. I will see it. I will respond to it. We're going to take you on location. We've got our usual, I haven't even done our welcomes yet. The toast to George Burns, that's coming up next. But I've been so excited all day to connect with you guys. Joy Lorenzo in New York City. Good to see you. And don't ever change that picture. I love that picture of you and Connor your grandchild. It's just, he looks so happy, and you look like you're so, you're the grandmother, and you're just really protecting him, and you're showering him with such love, which I'm sure right now more than ever, with everything that's been going on in our lives, kids need that. Kids need to be reminded that things are okay, and that, because everything that's been going on in the world is scary for kids. It is for adults, but it is for kids too. And that picture right there just says, I've got you, kid. I've got you. And it's a beautiful picture. And I appreciate your sharing, your love and levity all the time. Just so you know, we have voted. Well, I didn't vote. I left it up to you guys, because I tried it a couple of different ways. I wrote Lovity. And then I think I did Lovety. And then I said last night on the show, let's do a poll. And then I also said on Facebook at Jim Masters TV, what do you guys think? Should we keep the E? And all of you said E. So even though technically it's not grammatically correct, I said maybe we should do Lovety for levity. The reason why I'm asking is because we want to do some cool things with that word. It's going to be involved in a theme to this show, a new theme song, shirts, hats, mugs. There's going to be a lot of cool things. So before we do all that, I want you guys involved. And you guys have said, I love the E. It's distinctive. It's unique. It's us. So the levity on this show, it looks like it's going to be Lovety. Yes, we were taught for years in school, I before E except after C. Remember that? But we've really gone through a lot of crazy stuff the last couple of months. So what the heck? We're going to have Loveity. Levity. It's going to be our word. So good to see you, Renee. We got candles tonight. Yes, look at this. I want to step out again because, we're doing a new entrance. Look at this. Oh, wait. let me get rid of that. You're watching the Jim Masters show. I think you already know that. Let me get rid of that, and I'll step out again. And look at this. It's like Hollywood, isn't it? It's like the Great White Way, Broadway. Cool stuff. All new, all for you, with quite an investment here in making this show. I come from a television background, so I wasn't satisfied with a few things. You guys probably were just loving it anyway. But for me, there's a few things that I wanted to do to make it better. And there's a few more things we're going to be doing. So as long as you're here, we're going to be here. I got to get to these comments because you guys are great. So you got the candles tonight. We're going to have these candles every night. Well, they're there. You saw them. Does that mean you have candles as well, or we have candles? You're going to have candles on this show every night. Because if you look at it, it looks like, doesn't it look like something very Hollywood or very Broadway? That's why we're doing it. It's for you guys. We did that. We spent the money and upgraded and did it for you. Good evening, Mr. Loveity. Lovity. See, everybody wants that. I made it tonight. LOL. Love your new mask that you shared. You look so adorable in it. Thank you, Linda in Florida. So that was made by a New York City designer. And a good deal of those were donated to hospitals in New York City and multi-bed units in New York City, which was a beautiful thing to do. And we're working out. I was going to have a whole thing on that mask, but you know what? I decided to wait a little bit because I want to have the designer, the fashion designer, come on the show. So we're working out a way to see if she usually doesn't do this kind of thing, come on shows and stuff like that. She just works hard and sews everything by hand in New York City. But the name of the company is Soho, SEWHO, and they don't usually do masks. She's a fashion designer, but she stepped up. There was a shortage of, masks, and a lot of people are doing that. They're rolling up their sleeves and they're really helping out. And she did that. So we really appreciate that. Neat set. Merlin, thank you very much. We appreciate that. How are you guys today? Let me know what you did today, how you're doing. This show we're going to do, just so you know, we're going to do Viewer of the Week. It's all us. The whole show is the host and the viewers tonight, and some on location stuff. I can't believe a half hour has gone by already. Hey, Jimbo, good to have you with us, Christopher Joseph. We do have Viewer of the Week coming up. One lucky viewer is going to be selected tonight. And it's been about, I think, about 2 weeks we haven't had a Viewer of the Week, right? Because we've had guests. And then last Sunday I wasn't here because we were doing the major upgrades. And then we were away on the coast here enjoying the beautiful weather. And then we had 4th of July. And you saw those pictures on Facebook. Good to see you, Christopher, in Ohio. Saturday night. You got it. Absolutely. It's Saturday night. And here's a lovely, lovely person that I had an opportunity. Actually, I know her personally. She's actually a dear friend personally. She lives in the great city. I think it's the city that has more bridges or as many bridges as Venice, Italy. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Karen Ayani. And love to you, to your family, to your mom as well. Hi, Jim. Happy Saturday evening. You know what, Karen? I know I responded to this off air, but I need to do it publicly as well. That private message that you sent me as far as how this show and these series of episodes deeply move you and how you look forward to them and how you're entertained and informed and you just look forward to the Jim Masters Show live. That really moved me because I've known you for quite a while now, Karen, and you've seen me in a lot of different venues on PBS and elsewhere. So to be with me on this show and coming for the ride, or as a lot of our viewers have said, the Jim Masters train, means a lot. So I thank you very much privately and publicly for those incredible messages that you've sent, Karen, about how this show really deeply moves you. And Christopher, light, levity, levity. You got it. That's right. That is the order of events. Light, levity, levity. Now, tell your friend, we're still on the air. There's not a lot of good stuff on TV. Everything is reruns and everybody's doing nonsense. Tell your friend, we're still on. We're on right now. I'm on with you right now. Have a watch party. Call your friends. Hey, go to YouTube, Jim Masters TV, Facebook, Jim Masters TV. We're having viewer interaction. Tonight, it's all about you. I was excited tonight because I knew that it was going to be us. And that may sound crazy because you probably say, well, why wouldn't you want a celebrity guest on? Everybody wants that, right? Well, sure. We're booked all the way till September with that. But I'm a host who is a communal person and I'm a broadcaster and I love feeding off the energy of other people and giving it back tenfold. You guys are here investing in this time right now live, and that means a lot to me. Danilo Reyes in beautiful San Diego. I haven't been to San Diego in a while. I've been to California last year and last couple of years on TV shoots. I think the furthest south we ended up was Temecula, which was beautiful. I was on a news magazine show host shoot in Temecula. I'd never been there before. I've been to San Diego. My college roommate, who's a sports writer in Boston, his sister was in the Navy and they had naval housing. And we got a chance when we graduated from college to spend like the whole summer in San Diego. San Diego is very beautiful. I love San Diego. I think I like San Diego more than LA. I don't want to spite anybody that's watching from Los Angeles. Los Angeles is cool and everything. But as an East Coast guy, there's just something very special about San Diego. I do like Laguna Beach. I have cousins and family that's in Huntington Beach and relatives in California. But there's something about San Diego. It's just really, really nice. So good to see you. And you're terrific. You've joined us recently and you've been commenting on the Facebook pages and you've been here on YouTube. And I really appreciate that. You're all the way there on the West Coast. You're 3,000 miles away. And there you are deciding on a Saturday night to spend your time with all of us. I think that is, I don't know. You may get some people on the internet that says, oh, that's great. I think it's really special. It means a lot to me. It really does. And if you know me personally, I don't, BS. Can you say BS on the internet? You can't say it on the air, right? The 7 words you can't say, George Carlin. BS you can say. I'm a straight shooter in an authentic way. And I appreciate you being there in San Diego. And next time I'm in San Diego, I will let you know. and maybe we can break bread together. Ernestine Webb, another fabulous person who's here like every night in beautiful North Carolina. Hi, Jim. Hope everyone is great. We are. We look out for you. What's really cool about this show? Not only do you guys you like to see me and you want to interact with me, but you guys look out for each other. Like you'll say, hi, Renee, and hi, this one, and hi, Bob, and hi, Susie. And I think that's fantastic that we've created this family of people who are looking out for one another. That's not normally the case. If you get somebody that's on the air, whether it's television, radio, or even the internet, they usually make it all about them. Look at me, look at me. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm beyond all of that. I'm here about you guys, and that's what it's about. So I think you're talking about Lance last night, right? Wasn't he terrific? I actually watched the whole episode again. Sometimes if I get time, I will watch the episode again from the night before. And the reason why I watch it isn't to watch me, it's to critique it. How does the set look? How does the camera angles look? How does the lighting look? The guests express themselves. That's what I do professionally anyway. So I do it even with this internet show, the Jim Masters Show Live. I'll look at the show, and what I do, and you've probably heard me say this, and a lot of people that are creative do this, I'll watch it where I'm not me. I'll watch it as if I'm a viewer, and I'll watch it like the next day or the day after, and I'll take the Jim Masters hat off, and I'll watch it to see if I was a viewer, would I have enjoyed that episode? And if I didn't, then I will work hard to make sure that I enjoyed it or you enjoyed it the next day. So you guys are great. And he was terrific. And I thank you for being here. I shared you, Mr. Loveity. You're viral now. LOL. Am I viral? Really? My phone hasn't been buzzing. Nobody's knocked on the door with the Publishers Clearinghouse $1 million prize. But Linda in Florida, thank you very much. I like that, Mr. Loveity. I may have to come up with something like that. Hello, excuse me, I'm Mr. Loveity. I like that idea. I tell you, sometimes things happen by accident, right? By a fluke. I just happened to come up with that word, and look what has happened. So tonight, it's all interactive. We're going to take you on location. We've got a lot of cool things we're going to show you, so don't go anywhere. Was the only no E vote. No problem. That is very funny. Most people would never admit that or say that Christine Fairwood, the wonderful Christine Fairwood, who has been following me on television for years before I ever launched the Jim Masters Show Live, you have followed me on public television as a host on PBS. And I appreciate that. And you were also one of our viewers of the week, and you were very quiet and very humble about that. But we still celebrated you, Christine, because every person counts and every viewer counts. You were the only no E vote, no problemo. And you got the E in there with the, see the face? Was it yesterday or today that it was Emoji Day? 10 years ago, did you ever think that we'd be even saying the word emoji? But it was Emoji Day. So you got the, don't worry about it. You're good to go, Christine. You are, you're salt of the earth, and we love you. Everybody do the Loveity dance. Hey, Christopher, we need to see some video of you doing the Loveity dance. You know what I mean? You always talk about do the Loveity dance and go disco, and you tell me all these things I should be doing. Christopher Joseph there in Sleepy, Ohio. Come on, rev it up. Let's see you doing the Loveity. Maybe you can create something. Create the Loveity dance, and maybe we will incorporate that into the show. I'm always listening. Tonight we don't have headphones on because we don't need them because there's no guest. So I hear you clearly and I see you. So if you want to come up with a Loveity dance, remember when I interviewed just a couple of nights ago, Ann Hampton Calloway, the legendary performer? She did Instantly on the Piano. You didn't see that episode? Go to Jim Masters TV on YouTube. You see all these great episodes. She was amazing. Love her. I've known her well before the interview. But she came up with an instant Loveity theme song. You know how many people want to do a theme song for this show because I created Loveity and because they watched this show? I have a lot of people that are watching this show. The Fuzzy Masters show. I know I am a little fuzzy because we're here at the home studio. But what about you, Christopher Joseph? We see that same picture, but you've probably got a beard down to your knees. Saturday Night Loveity is here. Yes, and everybody's spelling it with the E. I love it. Maybe one of these days we'll go on a big cruise somewhere and we'll have all the Gym Masters live followers and fans on the show. And I'm serious about that because when I was on iHeartRadio, twice we did cruises to Bermuda. And all the listeners, the people who listened to me on the radio at that time, wanted to be a part of the Gym Masters cruise to Bermuda. And it was fantastic. So maybe we'll do something like that. Wondering what will happen after things go back to normal. Well, I don't know if they're going to go back to normal. I'm hoping, as you've heard us talk about here on the show, that they go to better. You know what I mean? Because we were sort of social distancing. It was all about like Kardashians and buzz and bling and yeah, it's cool and sexy and fun for 10 minutes. But then when you have serious things like pandemics, economic struggle, civil unrest, upheaval of everything, then you realize, gee, what are the things in life that really matter? Is it the buzz and the bling and all this nonsense? Or is it the love of family, the love of friends, food in your cupboard, the lights are on, you're making your mortgage and car payments, you're out gardening, you're in nature. In reality, this has been a wake-up call, and we've talked about this on the show with some of the guests, and I've talked about it with you guys. This has been something that's been, it's very sad. You can really, I know a lot of people that are having a lot of trouble dealing emotionally with the sadness, the loss. Some of mine are colleagues who are seasoned professionals in television and other industries who are really struggling with it. So if you are struggling with everything that's going on, don't think that all of us aren't with you. We are all with you. And that's the thing that we need to remember, everybody. We have to remember that if we pull apart, if we constantly argue and yell and I'm right and you're wrong and all that nonsense, if we keep doing that, nothing is going to happen. Everything is stuck. If you have this here, and nothing here, nothing happens. And we've been seeing that, and we've been dealing with that. And we're now in July, and we've been dealing with that. So it's time to really, and it's not Pollyanna, and it's not Hollywood, and it's not Leave It to Beaver. It's reality. We got to come together. We got to be on the same page. I'm trying to do that here with this show. It's an entertainment lifestyle talk show series, but in reality, sometimes some of the stuff that even I see go on during the course of the day frustrates me too, because I'm like, I wish people would just like get the message. We have to be together. We got to pull together, because if we don't, there's a monster out there. Some of the stuff, and then you get some people that are like, oh, well, people are making a big deal of it. Not necessarily, not really. We're dealing with some serious issues globally and in this country, in North America, that are huge, and it's affecting every single one of us. So, and it's unlike pretty much anything that we've dealt with in our lives other than personal loss that we've had in our own lives. The scope of what we're dealing with in our lives right now supersedes probably other things we've dealt with in our lives other than maybe loss or tragedies we've had in our own lives. Death of family, death of loved ones, losses. So what can you do? You have to come together. You have to come up with a way to lift each other up. The one that lifts everybody up, and I tend to be that type of person, lift others up, run to the fire, caretaker. Sometimes the people that do the lifting also need some lifting too, but they never ask for it. So if you're like that, if you're the caretaker type, reach out if you need help. I'm hoping that, this show is all about fun and all kinds of cool stuff. But there's another reason and another side to this show, and it is to provide some sense of solace and peace through everything that we're going on, all the nonsense, the craziness. And if you're getting that from this show, from anything that I say or do, and from our guests and from anything we do, that means the world to me, because that's really important. I could easily not do something like this because I do it professionally. I could just be relaxing on a Saturday night or Sunday, but I really want to be in touch with people on purpose because I know a lot of people need it. And I feel frustrated and stuck if I can't communicate with you guys and can't try to put a smile on your face and find a way to reach you soulfully, heart-centrically, with a smile, with this levity we've created, or whatever it may be. So I digress, but you know what I'm talking about. What will happen if things go back to normal? Hopefully they go to better. I will still be here for you. And hopefully you'll be here for the show. And we will grow this into something unlike anything that exists now. That's the kind of passion and stamina, enthusiasm that I have. I like to really make an impact. So you guys are here, and as long as you guys are here, we can do some extraordinary things together. Not saying we're going to change the world, but we can really do some cool things together through the time we have here on the show, and even beyond that. Because I know many of you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Jim Masters TV. You're always interacting. I try to be as responsive to all of you as well, and I really appreciate that. So, it's really beautiful. And Renee got hers cut finally today. I know she said she had pandemic hair, and she finally got her hair cut today. And I'm glad that you got your hair cut today. So now we're going to have to see an updated picture of you to see what that new hair looks like. Renee, you'll have to send a picture along so we can see it, and I will post it. You finally got your hair cut this past week too, did you? Wow. I imagine the salon had masks on and gloves and social distancing and all of that. And I'm sure it looks spectacular. You guys want to show some pictures of your gardens, of your hair, of anything, of your grandkids, just send them along to jimmasterstv@gmail.com and we'll post them. I haven't had mine cut. I don't know when. Is it down to your knees? Mine, a year ago I had it this long. Usually I have it shorter. A year ago I had this long when I was on trips, TV shoots in the Netherlands. It was kind of cool. And now we're just sort of letting it grow. A lot of people like to go short in the summer because it's cooler. Hi, Willie, as well. And yes, with the heart on it. That's what's important, the heart. I think it's really important that you come from the heart. And you like that mask I was wearing, right? We're going to talk about that again. So, SEWHO. There is a website. You can go to that as well. You know what? I like that. You cannot sell levity. You must possess it. Christopher Joseph, that's beautiful. That's really, really true. That's really, really, that's what it's all about. You can't sell levity. You have to possess it. And it's ours. Levity is something that just happened accidentally on this show. So you have full access to your host tonight. There's no guest. It's us. The lights are on. We're here. I'm going to take you on location, but I've been having so much fun with you guys. This time next week, we'll be on our way back home from our little vacation. Are you on vacation right now? You're watching on vacation? There are several people who are doing that. Where are you enjoying the vacation? You don't have to give us the exact address, but I wonder where you are. And I appreciate, Renee, that you are watching while you're on vacation. You're not in Vancouver with Paul, are you? He's quarantining, remember? Edward Jordan. Edward, great to see you on YouTube. If you remember, folks, Edward was our guest just a couple of nights ago with the amazing Hollywood legend Sky Aubrey. Wasn't Edward cool? He was really, talk about stamina on that beautiful island there in Washington State. His Wi-Fi was going in and out, but he kept coming in there. He kept giving it his all. And it turned out to be a brilliant and fantastic and very impactful show. Edward, thank you very much for being with us here. And thank you. I'm glad you liked the shirt. We went a little summery, a little coastal New England nautical here. Sometimes I wear a sparkly jacket. We got the disco ball going for Saturday night, but I wanted to just have a good, honest conversation with you guys. Hi, Jim. To get you closer, I'm watching you on a 55. You're watching me on a 55-inch TV screen right now? I better step back. Wait a minute. I'm on a 55-inch TV right now in Brazil. I better let me go back. I don't want to get too back, or my rear end's going to go on fire from these flames from the candles. You guys you're watching on a 55-inch TV in Brazil? Well, thank you very much. I love that. That is a beautiful thing to do, Carla. Thank you. It's great. I know you're usually here on the weekends, and I look forward to, and I tell you, a lot of the guests we've had love seeing you comment from Brazil. That's amazing. We are all thousands of miles away from each other. Willie is in Holland. You're in Brazil. Merlin's in Canada. Renee's in Iowa. I mean, this is extraordinary, right? Isn't it cool? Edward is in Washington State. I love it. Good to see you. And thank you very much that you're watching me on a 55-inch TV. Do you know, I want to tell you something. There's a little karma there. The very first TV station in New York, my very first television job ever, working in television on the air and behind the scenes, was for a television station. It's now owned by CBS, but at the time was an independent station. And you know what? It was channel 55. Channel 55, and you're watching on a 55-inch TV. I think there's a reason for everything. Yes, you are, Renee. You are a night owl. I've seen you posting at like 2:30 in the morning, and usually I am too, but that's cool. So in Iowa, instead of butter and sugar, you guys call it cream and sugar. That's fantastic. And peaches and cream there in Canada. Yes, so numbers are rising. It's been right. So what's the temperature there in Iowa? And I know, with the COVID, your numbers, I can't believe it, that Iowa is one of those states where it's being impacted. Hope you guys, start getting in the green. We send you lots of love and blessing. Where we are, we're really good here in the northeastern United States. People wore the masks. They social distanced. Things closed early. It was painful. It was tough. It was difficult, but you had to do it, and we're doing okay. But if you come to these areas, then like the Northeast, there's a 14-day quarantine for like 19 states or something, because the Northeast is nervous that this is the time of the year people come up this way because it's hot in the South. So people come up here in the summer and the fall, and we go down south in the summer. So people are fearful that it's going to come back. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed, right? No, you're right. That's right. Jim Master Show isn't all corny. We were talking about some cream and sugar corn and butter and sugar corn. What do they call it in Ohio? Just corn? Let us know. We're here, Christopher. I will see your post right away. I love when they talk to us personally. So you love when I and the guests talk to you personally, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Again, any good host realizes that it isn't just about them and about a guest. It's about the people who put their lives aside to spend time, who get excited, who plan their day around watching. Believe me, some of the people that I've always admired, Regis Philbin and Dick Clark and Johnny Carson and some of the greats, I've always admired all of those folks as well. Dinah Shore, I mean, some really cool people over the years, Oprah. And I come from that same cloth, that same ilk, where we really appreciate those who watch. Because I've watched others, and for years people have watched me, and you guys are here. So I really appreciate that. Maxine, love you. Sunny Florida, stormy Florida. You've got some storms there, huh? What part of Florida? I don't think we ever deduced what part of Florida you are from. I know you said by way of South Africa, right? Because one of the guests was very surprised by that. It was really cool. Maxine, those glasses that you have are cool. You know, I know I'm looking over there and you guys probably see it over there. That look is very stylish, very elegant, very posh. And those are very cool glasses that you have there in your profile photo, Maxine. I like them. Good to see you in stormy Florida. Hopefully the Wi-Fi doesn't go out on you. It's hot enough that we aren't going to have our outside church service in the morning. They recorded it today, and I have it on the YouTube page, 9 in the morning, on the Facebook page. That's a beautiful thing to do, you know, to be able to do. I think the churches that are doing that, you know who used to do that? You know who started that way? You probably know. One of the incredible ministers, pastors that started with an outdoor church, and he used drive-in theaters as the place, because the reason why he used drive-in theaters was because they were big open spaces and they had slots for cars. So people would pull their cars into the drive-in theaters when the drive-in theaters weren't on. You know, usually drive-in theaters are usually in the past, although drive-in theaters are making a big comeback now because of all of this situation. But back a few years or several years, drive-in theaters were like the thing for Saturday nights, Saturday afternoon, Fridays, what have you. But Sunday mornings, the drive-in theaters were usually closed. So Robert Schuller, who had the Crystal Cathedral in California, before all of that, he started out with drive-in theater locations to do his preaching, which is, I think it's a cool idea. You know, obviously some people are nervous about going into the physical church itself because of the 6-foot distance not being really 6 feet, but they still want to worship, which is a beautiful thing to do. But to do it outside, I think any of the pastors or ministers or folks that are doing that, I think that they are, you know, they're really, I think they're on the right mindset. I think it's a beautiful thing to do it that way. So that's fantastic. And Christopher wants to say hello from Ohio. Guys, you can just keep posting away because I'm here. It's you and me. Let the levity flow. Need levity. Oh, levity face masks. You know, that's a good idea. Maybe I should talk to the designer and say, you know what, maybe we should do some I don't know if you noticed, if you go back on that Facebook message or the post that I did, if you look close, there's a little heart on that denim mask that I wore. There's a little heart there. She put a little heart there, and I think that's beautiful. Who is that in the background? That's me. That's the Jim Masters Show Live, Willie. You recognize from that, that's from our open and our close to the show. That's who's in the background. Unless are you two-timing? Are you watching another show? Are you watching something in Dutch right now? You're watching your beloved Andre Rieu. I know you had a wonderful time visiting Maastricht there in the Netherlands, and you saw the Andre Rieu concert. Andre is fantastic. I had an opportunity to interview him and meet him several times here in America on public television through his concerts. I've interviewed him. So when you said you went to beautiful Maastricht, which is his hometown there in Holland, and you saw his annual beautiful concert, I know you had a wonderful time, and I'm glad to hear that you did as well. So yes, that's the Jim Masters Show Live logo. I know you're looking for the disco ball, right? Holly Weird. Footlights. You have any to spare, Edward? We could throw some footlights in here. Although, in a way, well, I would say that these candles aren't footlights, but they're definitely backlights, huh? Pretty cool. Let me get out of the whole thing. There you go. And again, this is we're tweaking. We're going along here. We light every candle individually just for you. But it's pretty cool. The set has been tweaked and growing. Again, I've been using my television prowess here, my background in TV, as we've been working on everything here at the Jim Masters Show Live behind the scenes. And you say it looks like church. Oh, that's very nice. So it could either look like church, or it could look like Broadway. It could look like Hollywood. It could look like a television. No, Mm-mm. Battery candles. Let me grab one of them. I don't burn my hand. That is a real flame. Now, how many hosts are going to take apart their set? Nobody on the internet or on television or radio is going to do this. A flame that's a battery. This is cool. Since our studio upgrade, everything's like 3D. A flame, see the wax? You can see the wax there. See it? There it is. That's definitely not a battery. So we purchased these this week for the set. And we lit all of them about 5 minutes before the show started, just for you guys. Let me put that back perfectly. They're all there. I think that's candle number 12 or 11. So it's the real deal. And who is that on top of the right hand corner in red? Me. That's part of our logo. That is when I was, let me see if I can pull that up. That is when I actually visited the Facebook headquarters. You might have come later into the show, but there is that thing you're seeing in the upper right-hand corner, which is part of our logo there, Merlin. That is me at the Facebook headquarters. I was invited there for a special lunch, sort of a VIP meeting with them about a year ago. And that's me at Facebook. You see the thumbs up and you see the F for Facebook. And that's in this really cool area they have, which is all beautifully lit. And I was there. You can see sort of my lanyard there, the badge. And I was there to meet a friend for lunch because I was on a TV shoot in San Francisco. And we met up for lunch. And my buddy said, "Hey, you want to go for lunch?" I said, "Sure." And he said, "How'd you like to have lunch at Facebook, the headquarters in Menlo Park, California?" So that is actually at the Facebook headquarters in Menlo Park, California, that shot. So I'll take that away and as your producer here, and you'll see it in the, well, I don't know if it's what side it's on, but it's in the upper, it's what you're talking about right there. That's what that is. That's sort of like the logo, or one of the logos for the show. But again, we're working on some really cool things behind the scenes with logos and shirts and all kinds of stuff. So that answers that question. We're doing really, really well. How are you? And how's Connor doing? Karen, you are a gem. Love you. Thank you very much, Karen. I think the very same of you. They're in the wonderful, the home to Mr. Rogers. I mean, Mr. Rogers came out of Pittsburgh, WQED. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, Mr. Rogers came out of Pittsburgh. It's just a great city. It's a really scrappy town. It's a really hardworking industrial town with a lot of, I liked Pittsburgh. And it's funny. I like Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. I like these places where Cleveland. I love New York. I love all the bigger places too. But these places where there's a real heart and sort of a big city that has a local feel to it. Pittsburgh loves their Pirates. Philadelphia loves their Phillies. Just that kind of thing. Cleveland loves the Indians, although that name's probably going to be changed. But you know what I mean? I just this localized feeling from a major city. Pittsburgh is a great place, and you're a great person, Karen. Yeah, Jim Masters, Loveity Train. Good to see you continually. I have been freezing sweet corn today, about 200 ears. Did you shuck 200 ears? Wow. How are your hands feeling now? That sounds like my family on my mother's side. You have always done all the canning, slicing hundreds of tomatoes. And I remember as a kid when we would come up to Connecticut, seeing they had double sinks and you would see the tomatoes soaking in the water for hours. And they had a whole system. They had pots boiling on the stove and there was a whole rhythm to it. The ball canning jars, and really, man, they did the bread and butter pickles. They did crabapple jelly and the tomatoes and the eggplant. So much more. We would always go home with so much of it too. Yes, Robert Schuler was a wonderful minister. We are still having online church where you are in Alabama. That is beautiful. That is really, really beautiful. Again, the online, I think the online or the outdoor church is really the way to go for people that want to go to church and need to be in touch with it, I think it's very important that they do that. I really, really think it's important that they do that. So I'm scrolling back. My God, the amount of comments here. This is fantastic. I love this. I love the guests, but I love having you guys here. I still haven't even taken you on location yet. So, Christopher, you're drinking a white wine. Oh, really nice. Well, I have the same thing I had last night with, I haven't even had any yet. I don't want to spell this. It's to the brim. This is the Deep Eddy. It's the sweet tea that has a little touch of vodka. It's a very southern drink. And again, with the 3D here, it's pretty cool, huh? It looks a little dark, but it's a lot lighter than that. Take a sip. I haven't had any yet. It's like a sweet tea with a little kick. Very, very nice. Anyway, before we continue, we have to get our regulars in here. I mean, George has been waiting. How do we start this show without a George Burns contact? There he is. And you know what's cool, just between you and me? The guests are loving all of these cast of characters. And you guys are the ones who made sure that these cast of characters stayed on this show. Nobody else. I mean, I this was a one night only thing. Like, hey, look at this. This is my aunt's, and it was given to me by my loving cousin Barbara. I got to tell you, I was going to read the text, but it's kind of personal. My cousin Barbara, who's a little bit older, she sent me this beautiful text last night, and she hasn't left her house. She's in Connecticut. She hasn't left her house since any of this started. She just sent me, after I had that long conversation with Lance last night, that brilliant show, I checked my phone, and there was this beautiful, touching, and loving text from my cousin Barbara, who's the one who gave me the George Burns doll. Her mother, Lillian, who's one of my mother's sisters, passed. And this was my Aunt Lillian's, one of my mother's sisters. So my cousin Barbara gave this and said, Jim, you're in television, and George Burns was a television icon and a comedian and all. Do you want the George Burns doll? And I never showed this to you. It's got the authentic seal, and he's got a whole package. He goes into a box. He's been sealed in a box. And I just brought him out for the show for you guys. And she sent me this really loving text last night about how she misses me. She misses, my parents and my family and her brothers and sisters, and everybody's missing everybody because everybody's not able to see each other. And she and I could have been twins. We're very similar in the way we think. And she's the one who gave me this doll. So this is in honor of my cousin Barbara. So there's George Burns. And now with the 3D upgrading of the studio, you can really see his eyes. And there he is. And I have to tell you, every guest from all walks of life and levels of success, they're loving the George Burns. And if you've watched this week, some of them have been digging up dolls of their own. I mean, dolls from television shows and movies. And of course, I know you got to have your genie. How close can you look at that? Wow. There you can really see it. This is cool. I'm glad we made this backbreaking investment in the upgrade this past weekend. This is actually the official I Dream a Genie bottle. I know I say that quickly when the guests are on, but this is all hand painted, and it perfectly matches the actual bottle that's on the TV series. And I don't know if you knew, but the actual design of the I Dream a Genie bottle is actually from a Jim Beam bottle, the alcohol, the liquor. So they saw the Jim Beam bottle and they said, that's a perfect design for the I Dream a Genie bottle. And that's how the television series came up with the design, the shaping of the I Dream a Genie bottle. This was a limited edition, hand-painted bottle that a dear friend of me, friend of mine, gave to me as a surprise birthday gift. It's very, you can hear it, it's solid. It's very, very heavy. But I love showing it to you because I know it brings back, cool memories or just puts a smile on your face. And who loved silver? was the legendary Hollywood actress Sky Aubrey, who was with us a couple of nights ago. She says, I love Silver. Silver we got on a TV show shoot in Europe, and he comes from Switzerland. It's cool, huh? Look at that. Nice in 3D. So she fell in love with him because she is with her daughter in Florida right now, and they actually have a silver Labrador Retriever. So she says, I love your silver lab. So she knew it was a lab right away, and she fell in love with Silver. I don't know if I show you the whole thing, but there is Silver. Usually I just show the face, but this is a cool, really cool, special cast of characters here for the show. And again, he sees all of you. So, and one more, we're sort of working backwards here, right? Usually I do this in the beginning, but there's Jimmy. I know you guys want to smile. This is great if you got kids too, or grandkids. They would love Jimmy. This is a childhood toy of mine from my folks. Look at those feet, huh? So there he is. There's Jimmy. Some people are afraid of clowns. Just so you know, this is a friendly clown. Very friendly. Look at him. He sees you. And again, I'll have him fill in. If I'm ever away or out or under the weather, I'll have Jimmy fill in because Jimmy loves you guys too. So he always waves. And there you go. Pollyanna, kiddish, childlike. What the heck, right? With everything we've been going through, why not? So we've got everything here. Oh, I want to show you a couple of things. We're going to go back to the comments, so keep them coming, folks. I received something beautiful from one of our viewers. I receive a lot of wonderful words from the viewers, and I really am moved by all of the comments you guys share with me. But look at this. This person hand painted this. Now, you know, if you watch this show, sometimes I have said on the air at the end when I do this, when I tell you guys to try to relax and breathe, love one another, they paid attention and paid note to where I said the sun will come up and go down every day, the ocean tides will come in and out, and the birds will chirp. Look what one of our faithful viewers sent to me. Hand painted. We received it in the mail this morning, and I can't believe this. You don't have to do it. Although if Renee wants to send some cream and sugar corn our way, we won't refuse that. Look at this. It's a hand-painted birdhouse. Is this thing not cool? Let me see. I'll block my face. That's fine. I want you to see this. One of our viewers sent this to us. Look at this. Is this not amazing? I cannot believe this. This is on. Look at that. I want to show you the work that went into this. Look at that. Hand built too. This was not something that was just ready to go and you just painted it. This was built from scratch with love and care, or Loveity. You see the window and everything. Isn't this cool? Look at the detail. This was sent to me. We received it this morning. I mean, look at the back. She thought of everything. That's right. Is this not amazing? I can't believe this. This came from Marilyn Reynolds. Yes, Marilyn Reynolds has been following along. She's never posted or commented on our pages yet or publicly on the show like you guys do. But she mailed this and she said, I watch every night. I've watched since the beginning, Jim. And you talked about the birds chirping and some of the constants in life. She actually built this from scratch and she sent this to us. I mean, this thing is cool. All made of solid wood. Look at that. This reminds me of the house, Karen Ayani in Pittsburgh will remember. This almost reminds me of the house that the owl in Mr. Rogers would live in, right? It's all sort of the same colors. But look at the roof. I mean, she went the extra mile. So one of our faithful viewers who has been very quiet, she hasn't posted on, comments, or there's a lot of people who watch, they just don't comment. That's fine. Some of them watch later on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. She actually went through the trouble of designing this, building this, and hand painting this beautiful one-of-a-kind birdhouse. And I received this in the mail this morning. We went to check our mail, and look what we got here. I mean, this is fantastic. I used to love when I was a kid, I loved little houses and train sets and little Matchbox cars, things that were sort of realistic, childlike versions of adult stuff. This thing is so cool. It's very light. But again, she worked so hard on this. And this is like, we were bowled over. I mean, this is a beautiful thing to receive from a viewer, made with a lot of levity, a lot of heart, a lot of care. I mean, let's see if I can get close there. Look at the attention to the detail. This is beautiful. We received this today, and I thank you very much, Marilyn Reynolds, for sending this and making sure that it was in a package that was like coming from a Brinks truck, so it wasn't squashed or crushed. We got this today, and this was amazing. Thank you very much. We're going to definitely have this on display. This doesn't go in a closet or a basement or an attic. This will be on display for everybody to see. Marilyn, thank you. That's a very beautiful and touching thing to do. I do want to show something to you guys that we found at a fantastic antique store just about a week ago. But again, we've been so busy with guests, I haven't had time to really talk to you guys directly. And, you know, I talked about how I studied violin in school, and I'm taking guitar now, and I love music and instruments and so much more. Look at this cool hand-painted canvas that we discovered at an antique shop. Look at this cool thing. I'll step back so you can see it. Now look at that. Is that not cool? This thing, I'm in love with this thing. You see the piano. I'll bring it closer. You see the piano, keyboard. You see the melody note. You see the drum set. You see the record. Looks like a 45. You see the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar. You see the microphone. You see again another note. And then you see the lyrics. This is actually a wood frame. I'll show you the back. What the heck? You see what I mean? It's solid wood canvas, all hand done. This thing is amazing. Now we got to find a place where to put it. I don't know, maybe I should keep it as part of our set here at the Jim Master Show Live. But we found this recently in an antique shop. And again, you know, I wanted to show this when it was a night just with us, not really when there was guests. But look at this thing. How close can I get? That's pretty good there, I guess, without reflection. So you got the keyboard, you got the note, you got the drums, you got the 45, you got the electric guitar, you got the acoustic, you got the microphone, so appropriate for me. Another, again, note there. And then you've got the music composition, lyrics and the musical notes as well. This thing, I'm in love with this thing. It's very light, you know, because again, it's all a solid wood frame. But we found this at an antique shop, all hand painted. Isn't it great? And you know what we got this for? You're not going to believe what we got this for. We got this for like $12. It was like a consignment antique store. So when you go to a consignment antique store, stuff is less. And this was, you know, this was weeks ago. I wanted to show this a long time ago, but we didn't have time to do it. But I'm in love with this thing. This thing is really cool, isn't it? So I just wanted to show you that. You know, it's a one-of-a-kind situation. It was probably worth significantly more. A couple of people have asked me some things about the set. They've said, what is this thing here? This thing weighs probably more than 3 bowling balls. This is pure brass. And this is usually behind me, sometimes, you know, blocking it. This is a saxophone player. Again, this is, again, you can see, it's very heavy. It's all made of solid brass. And it's a saxophone player. And that's what that is there in the back of the set behind me there. Just showing you a little of that. We have that here. So that's what that is. And of course, you've seen that. That's the director's chair, and it says action. So those are some of the things we have there. And now let's look at some of the comments, taking you behind the scenes here at the Gym Masters Show. Who does that? Oh my God, look at all these great comments. I don't even know where to begin. All right, so battery candles, that I remember that one. Who is on the top corner there in the red that we showed you? That's when I was at Facebook. Let's see. Sweet Corn, Ernestine, Loveity's here to stay. And Edward Jordan. Edward says, beautiful to see your loyal fans and the connection you make with them. You know, that's really nice. Edward was a phenomenal guest just 2 nights ago with Sky Aubrey, and he's watching on YouTube right now. And the fact that he's even getting a Wi-Fi signal there in Washington State is amazing. Edward, thank you very much. I tell you, that was a fabulous episode. You were amazing, and Sky was terrific. I love her laugh. Her laugh is so like addicting. She was just salt of the earth. You both were. And I hope we all get together at some point and break bread. Yes, those places are breathtaking. Please visit us soon. I hope to do that as well. Enjoy Lorenzo in New York says San Diego is beautiful. Yes, it is. And Merlin loves San Diego too. And Christine loves San Diego. Do you have room for all of us, Janello? Because it looks like we're all coming. And levity is the word for 2020, and we're going to take it into 2021. Tuck your hair under your hat. You mean here? Thank you. Have you been talking to my mother, Merlin? Tuck your hair under your hat. Tuck your hair under. Yes, I will tuck my hair under my hat. I'm so passionate. The hair is just wanting to. You're funny. Don't hide that disco ball. Love it at first sight. Best host on PBS. Thank you very much. I've been with them a long time, so I appreciate that. And what is normal anymore? That's perfect. Simple as that. Normal doesn't exist. And listening to your voice is a levity. I appreciate that very much. I do a lot of vocal work. I'm a vocalist, singer. I'm a voiceover artist, announcer. I've been on the radio for years too. And people have said that to me, that the voice sort of soothes them. And I appreciate that. No such thing as normal. You got it. Spot on, Joy. Eye opener. Leave It to Loveity, starring Gym Masters. You're on a roll tonight, Christopher. I want a better normal. That's right. More levity. People have to be better to each other. Appreciate the little things in life. You got it. Spot on. You and I, Kathleen, are always on the same page. Yeah, God, Kathleen, you've seen me with short hair. This hair is getting really long, is it not? It's getting real long. We haven't attempted to have any home haircuts, that's for sure. Yes, everybody has to eat. That's been my career for over 30 years. You cater. So what is the normal? Love how you, Mr. Loveity, made us one-on-one with your fans. Just saying that's why I miss some of your shows. People love to eat. Yes, I love to eat too. Absolutely. I want everyone to come together and keep the faith. Well, as long as you're here with us here on the show, we're going to do that. That's going to be our mission with Loveity. Smiles. You're still drinking the white wine, huh? Oh my God, are you on your second bottle? Cheers from Joy and from Willie and Merlin. You had 3 or 4 inches cut off, had bad split ends since you used curling irons and wands a lot. I love your honesty. You know what I mean? That Midwest honesty is a refreshing thing. I love it. 6 inches for you. Wow. And look at that, huh? Someone reminded me that my bro, an MD, said a few years ago that we would have a pandemic of huge proportions. Weird. There's a lot of people that said that we were going to have one, and maybe we were asleep at the wheel. August 20th, Salon East. Does that mean that's when they open, David? Or is that when you're going? No, we'll be on vacation next week starting Wednesday, going to be a few hours from home in Illinois, in a nice city called Galena. Lots of cool shops, historical locations, etc. But knowing you you will find a way to watch me and to watch Paul. Even if it's just a few minutes, I know somehow you will find a way and we will be here for you. Your grandfather came to America through Brazil, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, Christopher, I don't know if you told us. What is your, I saw the picture of your dad when we were celebrating Father's Day. What is your nationality, the makeup? Obviously, then there's Brazil, so there's Brazilian in you. 93 degrees in Ohio. Wow, that's hotter than the East Coast. Right now it's 88. Feels like 104 humidity there in Iowa. Corn on the cob. Becky, good to see you, Becky. Welcome to the show, Becky. You are there in Indiana, and I'm so happy to have you here as well. You're there in Indiana, and you are watching, and that's fantastic. It's nice to see you. What part of Indiana? What town are you in, Becky? What area are you in? Indiana, and there have been a lot of parking lot services for the churches. That's a beautiful thing. It really, really is. Christopher wants T-shirts, and I better tuck my hair in before Merlin says tuck it in. I know it wants to. It's very humid today, so it's one of those humidity days. So trying to keep it in place there. T-shirts, lights, levity. You got it. That's all in the works. We're going to have cool things for you guys to have. Bristol, Connecticut's having free drive-in movies for the citizens. Nice friends with the head of Park and Rec. That's a beautiful thing. I love that. They said that drive-in theaters are making a comeback as a result because people want to stay in their cars. They don't want to be in a movie theater next to people. They want to stay in the car. So I'm all for bringing back those fantastic movie theaters that are drive-in theaters. Bonnie says, you got a great bargain. I love it. My grandson plays guitar, and I know he would love it too. P.S. Don't show it to Paul Green. He will want it. That cool antique store photo, right, with the guitars and the drums and the lyrics and the composition and the keyboard. And man, we love that. I have lots of music in this house. I'm a real music buff. You have great taste in antiques. Thank you very much. We appreciate that, Linda. And what a beautiful bargain. That really, really was. Merlin says that as well. So does Becky. What absolutely beautiful painting. Love it. Groovy photo. Wow, that's cool. Very cool. Love that painting. That birdhouse that Marilyn made and sent. Isn't that really great? Kathleen says that as well. Kathleen says, what a pretty birdhouse. Way to go, Marilyn. Yes. 3 cheers from Marilyn. She did a beautiful job. Beautiful, beautiful. The birdhouse is pretty. Again, if you're just joining us, what is everybody talking about? They're talking about this that came from one of our viewers, and I received it today. And again, I think that's, the mask that you saw in the Facebook photo, the Facebook video at Jim Masters TV, that was a gift as well. I'm going to have the fashion designer on our show, so we'll talk about it then. But this thing's cool, isn't it? I mean, look at the roof. You should put a lot of time and care into that. And there are people out there who do that. And I pay heed to those people. Very, very cool. Great birdhouse. Very pretty. Way to go, Marilyn. Beautiful, beautiful, pretty. Love birdhouses. Do you know that bird watching? I did a public television special I co-hosted with the bird experts. Bird watching is one of the number one hobbies in the United States of America. Bird watching is a very, very big hobby in America. I don't know if you knew that, but it really, really is. And good stuff. I'm looking. Let's see. Mets here since I live 2 miles from the stadium. Yes, in the Midlands of Flushing. That genie bottle is beautiful. I love it. Yankee fan here. That's fine. All are welcome. Who is on tonight? You and me. We are on tonight. I know it was. All these great comments. The Midlands of Flushabig. Flushabig? I know what you mean. Sometimes cell phones and laptops, and they just don't type. They have a mind of their own. Bopping with the Mets and Yankees right now, but I'm here with you and all these lovely people and the Steelers. Good stuff. Great photos of you, Jimbo. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm just scrolling. I'm just showing all these. I'm still going to take you on location. You guys love the birdhouses. You love the painting, the canvas of the guitars, and nice stuff. Cole sax, bronze player. Yeah, that's right here. Some people asked, "It's what's that? What's that behind you?" So I just wanted to show you that. I've had that for years. We didn't get that for the set. That's been in the house for a while, and we just added that to the set. All right, so Carla, the saxophone player, is classy. I agree, right? And just curious, are those bracelets feng shui? Some of them are. You know what happened? I'll give you a little secret. This one here was sent to me by somebody who follows me on Facebook. I said, Jim, I want to send you one of these. She usually sends these to people in media, celebrities, what have you. So she sent it. Then what happened was I was on TV shoots in California, New York, Europe, elsewhere, and I started collecting them. So this is the original that was sent to me. That started the whole thing from the faithful fan on Facebook. Then I picked up this one in Florida, this one in Holland, this one in Germany. No, this one's Ireland. This one's Germany. This one is in Greece. This was Germany, Switzerland. This was Ireland. And this one here was New York. So it's like, and this watch here, my father gave to me. He has other watches, and he gave me this watch. So I wear this to celebrate Dad. See? There's always a reason for everything. You were thinking the same thing. Benny, hi from Miranda, California. Beautiful area. You've had some concerts at drive-ins. I want that picture. I will pay you 13. We got it for 12. It's probably worth a lot more. Consignment antique shop. I'll pay you $13 for it. And soon it will sound like buzzing bees here. We have IndyCar races in town this weekend. Can hear them outside, and then we will be watching them on TV. And hi from Kansas, Marilyn. I always think of you from Kansas. We love it. And nice to see you in Kansas. I hope you guys are doing well in Kansas. Go Dodgers. They're in California. Just scrolling through. I want to make sure I didn't miss. Oh, Becky says she's in Peru, Indiana. Nice to see you in Peru. And Christopher says he's Polish, French, English, Swiss, German, Dutch, and Syrian. So where is the Brazilian connection? German? Did the Germans move to Brazil too? I'm trying to think. I haven't been to Brazil yet. That's one place I haven't been to yet. But speaking of on location, I'm going to take you on location right now. Whatever you do, don't miss tomorrow night. I'm looking at the comment. When you see me looking away, I'm looking at all the comments. I'm like, my God, the comments are fantastic. Tomorrow night, we have somebody amazing on the show. He is a legend, a true legend in television, film, comedy, stage, stand-up. Tom Dreesen. I'm sure you've seen him. He's been a stand-up comedian for over 50 years. He's been on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. He's been on every talk show, every stage, from Vegas to New York to LA to worldwide. He is amazing. Now, we're not going anywhere yet, but I just want to let you know that tomorrow he is coming on the show exclusively. And I didn't even think about it. Some colleagues in television approached me and said, would you like Tom Dreesen on your show? I'm like, my God, Tom Dreesen, really? How do we make that happen? And he's coming on the show. and he is absolutely amazing. There he is with Milton Berle. He's in the middle with Milton Berle and Frank Sinatra, and he's worked with the greats. And there he is today. Tomorrow night, Sunday, July 19th, 2020, 7 p.m. Eastern, legendary stand-up comedian, actor, and author Tom Dreesen. Google his name, Tomdreesen. You'll see what I'm talking about. He is here tomorrow night, right here on the show. So don't miss it. It's going to be incredible. It's a special Sunday night episode. You know, sometimes we take the Sunday off to be, for a rest day, but we're on tomorrow night, Sunday live, with a really cool special show. Don't miss it. It's going to be, or you can watch it in the archives. You know, if you have a family event, you can watch it on YouTube later on at Jim Masters TV. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. They love that. The algorithms at YouTube, the algorithm gods love that. And I love it too. We all love it. We're going to take you on location right now. We're going to give you some more Loveity. Awesome. I can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be great. We have so many great guests coming up this week. On Friday, Stan Livingston, who played Chip on My Three Sons, is going to be with us. We got a lot of cool people here. So here we go. I'm going to take you on location. Ready? We're going to take you. I posted a few of these pictures on Facebook, but not everybody saw these. So you'll see them up close and personal here on the show. They're really beautiful, and it's going to put a smile on your face. We went to this legendary rose garden in the Hartford, Connecticut area, actually West Hartford, Connecticut, called Elizabeth Park. It is a stunning place. It's a legendary place. And here are some photos as well as some footage from the beautiful Elizabeth Park, known for their amazing rose garden. But it's a beautiful place for people who love horticulture and flowers and landscape. Beautiful park. There's a great restaurant called the Pond House there. And it's just a fantastic, there's a lake filled with ducks. It's just a really beautiful place. So here's some photos of some of the shots we took, just some. We took hundreds of them at Elizabeth Park in West Hartford, Connecticut. Absolutely beautiful. Talk about Loveity. It was in full bloom. This was about a week ago. Again, we posted these on Facebook, but we didn't get a chance to really look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We didn't get a chance to really, there I am, show it on the show, but I've been wanting to. Phil, they've been there for like over 100 years. My cousins had a wedding there when it was in full bloom. It's really beautiful. Look at that. This is Elizabeth Park in West Hartford, Connecticut. Hartford is the capital of Connecticut. It goes on for acres. It's absolutely amazing. Look at this. Everybody was wearing masks, social distancing, of course. But just wanted to put some color. There I am, way off in the distance there with the mask on. You can barely see my face. The mask is on. Look at that. Color, color, color. If you've been stuck in your house and you haven't had a chance to see anything like this, there you go, putting a smile on your face. Isn't that really nice? Beautiful. Look at that. Up close. Gorgeous shots. It's a beautiful rose garden, legendary place. Look at that shot, huh? Linger on that a little bit, makes you feel good. So you sort of forget about all the chaos that's going on in the world. Show's all about light, levity, and Loveity. The Jim Master Show Live. Look at that. We posted these on Facebook, but some of you didn't get a chance to see them. I've wanted to share them with you because this is on location. I know you like when I take you on location. And look at this. This shows you that there are constants in life. Regardless of what goes on in the world, the chaos, the strife, these roses were going to bloom anyway. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it goes on for acres. These are just some of the shots, so you can enjoy them. on this beautiful weekend together on the Jim Masters Show Live. Saturday night. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Those are chairs. There's 4 different chairs that are sort of stacked together with plants sort of cascading out of them. That's the designer there really came up with something really cool in that design. I love design. Remember, before I went into television and radio, I studied design and architecture. So I can squeeze my head in there somewhere. There you go. Beautiful, right? I love that too with the reflection. That too. Nice. There's a beautiful lake there too with the ducks and very peaceful. It's a big place, very well known. And then we were along the coast in southern New England, and I wanted to show you this. This was actually, let me go back to that. That was 4th of July weekend. That was just stunning. It was just really beautiful. And that was that weekend too. That's yours truly that weekend. And here is a beautiful sunset. This is along Old Saybrook, Connecticut. And off in the distance, you'll see, it's off in the distance, but the former home of legendary actress Katharine Hepburn is off in the distance at the very tip of what is called the Fenwick section. It's like a peninsula that goes out into the Long Island Sound. She had a beautiful estate she had custom built in Connecticut. She was originally from Hartford, Connecticut. She made her life in Old Saybrook, Connecticut. And you'll see some beautiful footage here. This was sunset over 4th of July weekend, and it was just beautiful. Hey everybody, Jim Masters here. Hope you're doing well. Happy summer. Just sending you some light, levity, and love. We're along the southern New England and Connecticut coastline. This is Old Saybrook, Connecticut. Actually, Saybrook Point, part of Old Saybrook, Connecticut. This is the causeway. Beautiful area. This leads out to the Long Island Sound. That house right there, the very end on the left, that's Fenwick in Connecticut. The very last house on the left is Katharine Hepburn's house. Very beautiful area. You come here often. So sending you some sunshine and love and light in the summer. Master's mantra. All right. Take care, everybody. Look at that. Beautiful sunset. Summer weekend. Take care. Bye-bye. Isn't that nice? I mean, that's just really soothing and relaxing. And again, you're not seeing a lot of that elsewhere on TV or internet or anything else. Not that picture, but the sunset over the Long Island Sound in Old Saybrook, Connecticut, overlooking the Fenwick section and the estate of Katharine Hepburn right there. Here's another beautiful shot. This is at Elizabeth Park, the Rose Garden in West Hartford, Connecticut. I think you'll enjoy this too. Hey everybody, Jim Masters here. Hope you're doing well. We are inside the beautiful Rose Garden at Elizabeth Park, West Hartford, Connecticut, just outside the Hartford city line. Beautiful place. Roses everywhere this time of year. Been here for many occasions. Cousin got married here in this Rose Garden a few years back. Really beautiful. Another Master's mantra. Beautiful look at Elizabeth Park. The Rose Garden, famous Rose Garden here. Beautiful day. Summer in southern New England. Really nice. Sending you some love and light and levity all around the world. Jim Masters signing off from Elizabeth Park, West Hartford, Connecticut. Pretty nice, huh? I tell you, if you had a rough week or a rough day, or you've just been going through a rough, couple of months, who hasn't? Um, with all the amazing things we do, food, music, we've had scientists and doctors on the show. We've had people from television, music, film, life on this show. This is a traditional entertainment lifestyle talk show series, sort of old school with modern sensibilities. And I just try to deliver whatever we can here to put a smile on your face, and really cool stuff. And it's beautiful. The yellow roses are really nice. Now, red is for love, pink is for friendship, and yellow is for caring and compassion, right? I think that's what I had heard. There's different colors for different roses that mean and symbolize certain things. The yellow ones are really, really beautiful. Here's another shot for you here at Elizabeth Park as we share our Saturday evening together, just you and me. Keep posting away. I love your comments. They mean a lot, and happy to know that you're here. So here's some more. This is also Elizabeth Park in West Hartford, Connecticut. Hey everybody, Jim Masters here. Hope you're doing well. Sending you some light, levity, and love, and some visual eye candy here in southern New England at the beautiful Elizabeth Park in West Hartford, Connecticut. Again, been here many times for various functions and family events. Cousin got married here a few years back. This is the Rose Garden, famous Rose Garden at Elizabeth Park. Roses for as far as the eye can see. Really beautiful. Sending you a master's mantra from Elizabeth Park in West Hartford, Connecticut, just outside the city line, city of Hartford. Have a great day. Pretty nice, huh? Really, really beautiful when you get a chance to just be reminded of the things that are around us in life that truly matter. Sometimes we get bogged down with the craziness and, having to answer all the emails and voicemails and the inbox and chasing the buzz and the bling and all that stuff. But these are the things that exist right around us that, especially during times like this, we need to be reminded of. So I'm glad to have an opportunity to share all of this with you. And I really love when we have episodes like this, where it's just you and me. You and me. Ooh, I just thought of something. You and me equal Loveity. Ooh, that sounds like a theme song, doesn't it? You and me equal Loveity. I'm gonna write that down, put my musical friends to work. We may be adding that. I have 5 people who have offered to write, compose, and produce a brand new. I love the theme music. You know, when we open the show, da na na da na da na da na na da na na. That special custom music that is just for the Jim Master Show live. The theme that we use in the beginning and the end. That's only customized. That was created for the Jim Master Show live exclusively. But we have all these people since starting this show who've said they want to write music and they want to create something with the masters and with the levity and all that. I think that's really, really cool. So maybe you and me equal levity. I just thought of that. Just looking at all these videos and photos with you guys going on the adventures as well. Very lovely scenery and pictures. Thank you, Willie. I'm glad you enjoy that. I had a yellow rose bush called Lucky Lady that one June had 100 blooms at one time. That is unbelievable. Jim, Red PBS is broadcasting the show from the Cape, the theater, Ellis Saybrook, that is. Oh, that's fantastic. Yes, they are. They're doing that. I should talk to my friends at public television and have them hook into this show and broadcast that. The Cape, for those of you watching, is the Katharine Hepburn Cultural Theater, and it's a beautiful theater. Friends of mine are actually involved in that. I've been to many performances there, and it's a beautiful theater in Old Saybrook, Connecticut. That's where Katharine Hepburn made her home. Very calming. And yes, there were some bees there, which is very important. So I know you were looking for the bees to be there as well. I just want to also say a very happy birthday to a dear friend, Lucy Arnez, daughter of Desi and Lucy, Desi Arnez and Lucille Ball. Her birthday is this weekend, and she's a beautiful person and a dear friend, and celebrating her birthday as well. So we raise a glass, we tip our hat to the wonderful Lucy Arnez, who is a wonderful, wonderful person. And again, her birthday has been happening over this weekend as well. So do any of you have birthdays? Anything coming up in your lives? Certainly let me know. Maybe in subsequent shows, we'll have an opportunity to wish you guys all the very best. Again, take a look at this. Look at that. None of it is battery operated. It's all the real deal. And we love it. As we're tweaking things and, you know, we're just doing what we can with the set. It's a lot of fun. And Joy and Connor, your grandson, always love seeing you here. Let's toast to you guys. Would you believe it's 2 hours already? Every guest I've interviewed and all the time I talk with you guys, everybody says, I can't believe it's 2 hours. I always set out to do just an hour show because, you know, look at the shows on television. They're usually like a half hour or only an hour. Nobody goes 2 hours or beyond. Nobody. They don't want to. They don't want to take the time. They don't want to be bothered. I don't know what it is. When you guys are with me here and I'm with you and we're with the guests, this amount of time just flies by in a New York minute. I toast to you and you and you and you. I think you guys are amazing. I'm so glad I started this on the internet. Again, even though I do this work professionally, I'm so happy I started this on the internet because I've met all of you. Beautiful people. Happy birthday, Lucy. Yes, Lucy Arnez. And Ernestine Webb is toasting as well. Wow, you've got a lot of glasses lined up. You're going to have a good night. And thanks. Have a great night. Love your show. Thank you very much, Lucy. You are amazing, Willie. You are amazing. You told me a half hour ago you were going to bed because you were tired from your trip to my street, and you're still there. And so you get double tulips. There you go. Now we have the upgraded studio. You can really see them. Look at that. These are all hand painted. These are actually wood. They sell these in Amsterdam. We got this when we were in Amsterdam last year. And we were in Zandvoort and Utrecht and everywhere else. So, gang, we're going to get ready to wrap up. Wow, you almost touched my hand, my big screen. Remember, LOL, thanks for tonight. Happy to take part of the Loveity world with you, sharing your stuff. Carla, love you in beautiful South America and Brazil. Hope to see you tomorrow. I will be here. The legendary, renowned Tom Dreesen. He is going to be here. He's been in comedy for 50 years, stand-up comedy. He's been on television. He's been in movies. He's going to be here tomorrow. So we're going to wrap up, try to get it in before 9 o'clock. Just tell me, one of you post something. Let me know. Does it seem like it's 2 hours, or does it always seem like it goes quicker? Again, I know you guys love this, so I just want to show it one more time because I know you guys fell in love with this. We love this from the Consignment Antique Shop that we got this at. We just have to find the right spot to hang it. I'm in love with this. Keyboards, the music note, the drums, the 45, the acoustic guitar, the electric guitar, the microphone, another music note, and there is the music as well. Absolutely love this find. And again, we thank our dear viewer, Marilyn Reynolds, who sent us this work of art. I mean, this is unreal. This stuff's cool. This is a viewer. I've never even met her, and she sent this. Because you know how I say, be calm, relax, love one another, inspire one another. You know, the sun will always come up and down. And we're looking for constants in life right now so we can get through all of this together, right? The ocean tide, I live along the coast here. The ocean tides will come in and out, and the birds will always chirp. So she heard me say the birds will always chirp. She built this, hand painted it, and shipped it to us. And it arrived at the post office today. This thing's beautiful, hand painted, hand created by one of our viewers. I'm really touched by it, folks. Really amazing. And you know what we didn't do? We didn't do this. Lights, camera, action. I usually do this in the beginning, so we'll wrap with it. Lights, camera, action, wrapping on the Jim Masters Show live. And, of course, a couple other things. Whew. Did Johnny Carson and all the others, does Ryan Seacrest have this amount of props? I might be the star of the show, the host, the producer, but you guys are the star. You and you and you and you and you and you. You guys are the star. Just so you know, this is something that was on one of the walls here in the house, and we took this off the wall just for the show. I could rename this show Off the Wall because this was on the wall, but it's so apropos for this show. And one more, you know what's next, right? All the faithful fans here. Whew, I need higher tables. Relax, breathe, love one another. Breathe from the diaphragm, people. When you do, it's incredible. Laugh, smile. Hopefully you get some levity from this show every night. When you get a chance to smile and release those endorphins, like Lance Roberts was saying last night when we had that brilliant in-depth conversation last night, you release those endorphins, you feel like $1,000,000, even in the most crazy of times. So we're here now, but we're not temporary. This show is here for as long as you guys want it to be here. Again, I do this professionally, but if you're here every night, spread the word, share the links, have watch parties. Love the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Jim Masters TV. Click subscribe. We'd love that. Love the fan page, Jim Masters TV. Follow me on Instagram at Jim Masters TV and Twitter at Jim Masters TV. But relax. Love one another. Breathe. Take time for yourself. Create. Do what you can. Garden. Learn an instrument. Whatever it is. Just remember that the sun will come up and it'll set. The birds will chirp. The ocean tides will come in and out. So, Jim Masters here. Thanking you for your time this time. Till next time. Just a couple of more comments. Good night, all. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Merlin. Wonderful Phil watching in that great town of New Hope, Pennsylvania. I got to come out one of these days when everything passes to see you guys, Phil. We got to get you on the show, too. I'd love to have you as a guest. Good night. Love and levity all with the E in there. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. God bless us all. That's right. God bless us all. Kathleen, you as well. Have a great night. Like Tony the Tiger from Frosted Flakes, right? Great night. Joy Lorenzo, God bless all. Good night, Loveity. Good night, Becky in Indiana. Night, Jim and all. In Inner Kip, Ontario, Canada, Merlin. Cheers. Christine, Ernestine, and so many others. So many. I love this. Thanks for another great show. Always nice to chat with you, Jim, my friends. You as well, Renee. I love it. Night. No, it doesn't seem like 2 hours. I know it doesn't, right? Thank you and viewers for a great show. I tell you, we don't even need to have anything big to have a really good show. Smiley face from Phil. Good to see you, Phil. Love seeing you here. Time flies when you're having fun. Seems like you just got here, doesn't it? I know. It just seems like we just started. Time flies. You're amazing at this and so much fun. Thank you very much. Double smiles from Willie. Willie said she was going to bed like a half hour ago. She says 3 a.m. I go to sleep now. She loves it. Willie in Holland, Netherlands, Amsterdam, we love you. Good night and love and levity to all. I hate saying good night. You know what I mean? Thank you. God bless. More comments coming in. You know, sometimes I love when it's just us. Don't you love when it's just us sometimes? The host of the show and you, your friend and you. Would love to see the water and tides out there. Okay, so I'll try to get some footage of the tides and the water along the coast here, and we'll have that on location next. All right. You too. Thank you very much, and good night all. You guys are the best. So this is your host, Jim Masters, stepping out just so you can see the beautiful lighting arrangement here. Look at that, huh? They're not battery operated. They're all hand lit. We are family. You got it. That's right. Wasn't it Sister Sledge that sang that? We are family. You got it. Absolutely. Thank you, Rini. Love you. You know, Rini, that episode that you were on as my guest, a lot of people are watching that. I'm seeing it on the numbers on YouTube because it's archived on YouTube. It's almost 300 people just on the YouTube. I mean, there was a lot on Facebook, but just on the upload on YouTube, everybody's loving that inspiring episode with you, Rini, as my guest on the show. I think that's beautiful. You had a wonderful story to tell, to share with us. Marilyn, thank you very much. Good night to you as well. We love having you here. Quick reminder, if you want to see any of these episodes here on the show, all you have to do is go to the YouTube channel. Every episode is there. If you missed some of the show or you want to see another episode again because you were really touched by it, feel free. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you can, Jim Masters TV, right there. We love it. And again, this is the place for inspiring conversations, behind the scenes stories, on location segments, special features, great guests, celebrity guests, or friends of mine, viewer interaction like we did tonight, and more on the Jim Masters Show Live, where levity is always on the air. And another comment coming in. I'm so honored because of you. And that's Rainy, that my God, that tops them all. Thank you very much. Boop, 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 boop. I appreciate that. Good night all from Maryland as well. Love you all. Thanks for being with us. A fun Saturday night, right? Really cool. Nothing too heavy. Nothing too crazy. Just us with light and levity and levity. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Willie sticking with us as well. Yes, Rini was great, wasn't she? That episode. And Holly Farris, the the trumpet player musician from the James Brown band. He was here 2 nights ago. Lance Roberts from Broadway and TV and film was here last night. Really cool stuff. And don't forget, Tom Dreesen, legendary stand-up comedian, is going to be with me as my special guest tomorrow night. Again, there he is with Milton Berle and Frank Sinatra. There's Tom in the middle there, and there's Tom today. He's all excited to be here. This was really exclusive to get him here. And again, colleagues of mine in the television industry, they contacted me and said, do you want Tom on the show? We can make it happen. I'm like, really? I appreciate that. And that's what's happening. We're booked with guests all the way till mid-September. Very cool. All right, gang, we're going to wrap up. I know I say that so many times before I say goodbye, right? But you guys take care. You be well. Love one another. Love you guys. This is really fun doing this. I really love it. And so does your friend George. George wishes you well. There's my co-host, George. George is going to take it out. Good night, Gracie. Love you all. You take care. You have a good night. We will see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. with our special guest, Tom Dreesen, legendary stand-up comedian and actor, who's going to be with us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, on the Jim Masters Show live. Good night, George and Jeannie and Silver and Jimmy and all the rest. And good night to you. Love you all. Thanks for being with us. I really appreciate it. I know we have a lot of fun here, and sometimes we just do whatever we want to do. And that's what it's all about. Night, Jim Bob. I know it's like the Waltons, right? Oh, I better fix the hair, or Merlin's going to chime in and say, "Get the hair under the hat." I know it was, but humidity and passion as a host comes right out. All right, gang. For the 900th time, sayonara, Avidazain. Good night from all around the world. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Great show ahead with Tom Dreesen. Tell your friends, have a watch party. It's going to be a good one tomorrow night. Here we go. Love you all. 3, 2, 1. Cue the music. Good night.